You know that friend who's super effective, gets stuff done, never complains, but for some reason no one talks about them? That's Perika. Today, we're diving into one of the most underrated, misunderstood, and kinda shockingly effective herbs for depression, St. John's wort. But not just any version. Perika, the gold standard extract that's been clinically shown to rival SSRIs without turning your libido into a missing person report. So what the heck is Perika, and why does it sound like an off-brand Pokemon? Glad you asked. Perika is a high-quality, standardized extract of St. John's wort, a plant with tiny yellow flowers that's been used since the ancient Greeks were busy inventing democracy and sandals with questionable arch support. But here's the twist. Not all St. John's wort is created equal. The Perika version is standardized to WSR 5570 extract. It's like the Rolls-Royce of St. John's wort, made in Germany, where they don't mess around with their herbal medicine game. All right, let's break this down without requiring a neuroscience degree. Depression is often tied to low levels of neurotransmitters, serotonin, dopamine, norepinephrine. These are your brain's chemical cheerleaders. Now, SSRIs, those are the prescription drugs like Prozac, Zoloft, etc. They work by blocking the reuptake of serotonin, keeping more of it in your brain's synapses. More serotonin, potentially better mood. That's the theory. Perika? It doesn't just copy the SSRI playbook, it opens up the whole playbook and starts doing trick shots. Studies show Perika inhibits the reuptake of serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine, triple threat. Reduces the expression of pro-inflammatory cytokines. Yes, inflammation is a big player in depression. Acts on GABA-A receptors to calm anxiety. May even support neurogenesis in the hippocampus, aka brain healing. All that from a flower. Nature's flexing. This is where things get spicy. Multiple clinical trials, like multiple, as in over 40, have shown standardized St. John's wort extract, like Perika, is as effective as SSRIs for mild to moderate depression, with fewer side effects. We're talking less sexual dysfunction, less weight gain, less "what am I doing with my life?" fog. And in a 2008 meta-analysis from the Cochrane database, you know, the research nerds who don't mess around, they found that standardized SJW extracts were not only better than placebo, but just as effective as standard antidepressants, with a much better safety profile. You might be wondering, wait, if this stuff is so legit, why didn't my doctor mention it? Great question. Here's the cocktail of reasons. Pharmaceutical companies don't make big bucks off herbs. U.S. medical training doesn't emphasize herbal medicine. There are real concerns about drug interactions. More on that in a sec. And finally, no one has a TV ad with sad golden retrievers morphing into happy ones. Okay, real talk. Perika and SJW in general messes with the cytochrome P450 enzymes in your liver. Sounds fancy, but it basically means it can speed up how fast your liver clears other meds. So if you're taking SSRIs, birth control, blood thinners, immunosuppressants, or anticonvulsants, you need to consult a doctor before trying Perika, or you might unintentionally turn your meds into Tic Tacs. So you're thinking of trying it? Typical dosing is around 300 milligrams of Perika WS 5570 extract 3 times a day. That's 900 milligrams daily. But it takes time to kick in. Expect 2 to 4 weeks before you feel the full benefit. It's not a quick fix like clonazepam, it's a slow burn. Also, stick to brands that clearly label the extract and dosage. If the bottle just says St. John's wort 300 milligrams and doesn't mention WS 5570 or LI 160, pass. Some fun extra perks of Perika? May reduce seasonal affective disorder symptoms. Might support anxiety due to GABA activity. Has mild antiviral effects. Yeah, this plant is doing the absolute most. So here's the deal. Perika isn't for everyone. It's not for people on lots of medications, it's not for severe depression, and it's definitely not for people who want instant results. But if you've got mild to moderate depression and want something natural, clinically studied, and surprisingly potent, Perika might be your dark horse. Just remember, natural doesn't mean harmless. Respect the herb, learn about it, and if you're on other meds, always talk to your doc or a good integrative medicine practitioner. All right, if you found this helpful, hit that like button like it owes you serotonin. Drop your questions in the comments if you're curious about other natural options. And don't forget to subscribe, because this channel is your cheat code to cutting through supplement BS and making your brain feel better. Stay curious, stay skeptical, stay mentally strong. See you in the next one.